big Brad Bird. So ball up here to start the second quarter. Smith wins a tap down on as far as his teammate there in Scott. A big crunching tackle over the back there from Davis. Like I said before, Doncaster East leading this game 6-1 to 3-1. Smith on the tap down on as far as Minahan. Minahan looking to get the clearance now, but it's in the hands of Whitling for the Lions. Brock McLean goes a big switch, a bit of a wobbler, mongrel punt, and it's bounced over. Batsanis' head, not much you can do there. Now the ball's in the hands of Minahan. Minahan looking to go to the top of the goal square. Coming over the back of the flight there was low. And the ball's in the hands now. Great working play from Knox, trying to find a teammate here, and Goodings was dispossessed, and now they can rebound into the half-back line from the Lions. Lions trying to find a teammate that they can't. Ball's in the hands now of Kidd. Kidd's teammate was dispossessed. Araceravallo probably should have coughed up what he should have called. Now Sikoros goes long to the top of the square. Can he find a teammate? No. It's all Lions jumpers in the hands now of Jake Whitling.
He's having an absolute ripper game so far. Jake Whitling kicks it out wide, looking for the Smith direction. It was knocked away. Comes back there to Jake on the left boot, just pokes it forward. That's okay. Batsanis of the Nathan variety wants to switch the play here. That's good. Brock McLean has a little bit of space. He'll look to go to Jack Martin, who takes the mark. Almost on true centre wing position here. Got the handball away. Gold on the right boot up towards the half forward line, towards the lock direction. Couldn't quite pull the mark down. Knox have the numbers at the fall of ball. Nicely done there by Harris, but his kick was smothered. Well done there by Pavic and Stantonau. But they still have the football here. Knox are getting... Jordan just coughed it up there, and the umpire said play on. Lock got the handball away. Here's Batsanis of the Nick variety. He kicked 3 goals in the first term, but he coughed it up. Inside forward 50, and a strong tackle has been rewarded.
That was really good.
Go the way of Matty Viano.
It was really good play there by Doncaster East. They held the ball in on this wing, won the 50-50. Really good set up there by Locke. Sets up this opportunity for Viano, Ray.
Viano, Brash, get it right, man. Coach of the under-19 side down here at Doncaster East. They haven't had one, and now they do, and he's doing a great job, and he brings it back. I tell you what, it started way right. We wouldn't even ride that home, and the wind brought it back, and then it hit the pine 3/4 of the way up and through for a minor score. Of course, his old man Pat on the committee out here does a mountain of work, Pat Viano, as well. So Bendigo Bank scoreboard 38 plays 19. Big fly over the back there by Whitling, knocked over the boundary line and out of bounds. Davis Harrigan, boundary side.
It's Matty this time, guys.
Oh, sorry,
right,
Matty.
we'll get there in the end. Just quickly from the Knox quarter time huddle, they've noticed that Jack Martin, as you've said, he's had such a great game. They noticed that he starts on Dooman, and then unless it's a quick kick in, he drops off. So they're going to try and identify him and stop him up, and they're also going to try and make the ground smaller, press higher up.
Great work, Matty. Big crunching tackle over the back there from the big ruckman, Jared Smith, in his first season here at the Lions then. So to do battle again. Smith wins a tap, trying to find Goodings, so he doesn't. Greatly dispossessed. Now the Falcons in counter-attack, trying to find Dooman. Dooman in a bit of a one-on-one bustle. Great work there from Jack Martin. Jack Martin was super. Now Stephen Alio running towards the back of the goal square with Damatopoulos, and Damatopoulos just forced the ball over the boundary line for the Falcons.
Brash, at quarter time you and I spoke about the unusual bounce of the ball.
Yeah.
They've seen it 2 or 3 times even in this quarter.
You wouldn't read about it being an oval ball, would you?
No.
So boundary throw in once again, deep in Knox's forward line, and Smith wins the ball. Great pick up and kick there from Lepore. Ball's just chucking the top of the goal square and snapping across the body. Matty Gooding says thank you for coming. First goal on the board for Matt Goodings, the young gun from the Falcons. That brings the score now to 6-2-38 to playing 4-1-25. Matt Goodings in his second game of the year with a great crumbing goal.
Credit goes in that instance to Jaden Dooman, who went up in the contest, went down, and then was able to get that little slight palm off and create an opportunity for his teammate to put the goal through. So that was very exciting, very good football there, and Matt Gooding, he was able to finish it off for him. So it's a 13-point margin. Here's Williams in the middle of the ground. He could almost kick the goal from there. He just stumps it inside forward 50, but Jack Martin goes back with the flight of the football and takes it in the back pocket there for the Lions. A little bit indecisive, eventually gets around on the man on the mark and kicks it out towards the half-back line. Dropping what he probably should have taken there was Greaves. Pavic and Stanton now was there to get the handball away. I think it'll be a free kick to Knox for a little bit of holding off the football here. So there's still 2 kicks from home. The Falcons kicked the first goal in this term, still trailing by 13 points. And a chance to go forward again. About 30 metres out from goal there. Little kick off the ground. Sitting on top of it was Rami Ayubi. Got the handball out eventually. Nicely done there by Goodings. He was quickly pinged in a strong tackle there by Lowther, and we will have a bounce.
So the ball's a true centre-half forward position for the Falcons. Tap one down there by Kidd.
Swallowed your lolly, Gus?
I have swallowed my lolly, BWS, along with my pride. As Stephen Alio gets tackled in a big cruncher there from Jared Smith. Jared Smith's been quite good in the ruck today. Wins another tap trying to find a teammate there, and Brock McLean. Brock McLean missed the footy, spent it before he had it. Lukey Williams comes to barging through a pack. Snap around the corner there from Greaves. Oh, it's just to the far side. One behind on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 6 minutes played here, Doncaster East. 6-2-38, Knox Falcons 4-2-26.
Last couple of minutes, Knox are really pressing hard, Ray, to try and create some scoring opportunities. They realise that, you know, they want to go into half-time with a bit of a lead here.
They are pressuring hard, Brash, but the back 6 also of Doncaster East, they're putting them under extreme pressure as well.
Exactly.
There hasn't been a clear kick for goal.
Inside 56-1 this quarter in favour of Knox.
They work Supix, the ball comes out trying to find Gordon. Gordon put up a bit of a contest. The ball just pinballs around, and a big crunching tackle over the back there from Gordon. Probably was a bit unlucky not to give away a free kick.
Yeah, because there was a wall of Doncaster East disguising that one there, Gus. That's why the umpire wasn't sided with that one.
Great work, Brash, as always. So the ball up right in front of the car park here at Zerby's Reserve. Smith and Lowe to do battle. Smith won that one, but it's only as far as Luke Williams. And the ball's just going to trickle across the boundary line once again. We'll have a boundary throw in. Let's cross boundary side now, Matty Frodia. Matty, how's that wind playing out now in this second term?
I was about to say it had died down, but as you can see, the trees towards the Knox goal kicking in this quarter are absolutely, and they're bending backwards here. So Knox are going to have to make the most of it. I'd like to know the stats on the efficiency of inside 50s. I'm pretty sure Donny East would have got a score from every time they've gone inside forward 50.
It might have just been advantage paid there, but not too sure on the efficiency type of stats that Soupy's capable of. But we'll cross to him shortly. But instead, let's go to the score centre with Barry Cotts with some important around the ground scores.
Yes, in Division 1, Montrose and Doncaster quarter time. It's Montrose 3-2-20 to Doncaster, 1 behind, 1 point. In Division 2, Lilydale and Mulgrave, it's 3-2-20 apiece. In Division 3.
Just cutting you off there, Baz, as Williams goes in for a shot on goal and he pushed it way left and 3 for 1 behind. Continue, my friend.
Yeah, Division 3, Baronia 4-2-26, the Basin 2-2-14. To Division 4, Whitehorse and Fair Park, it's Whitehorse Pioneers 3-2-20 to Fair Park 1-1-7. Forest Hill 4-7-31 to Glen Waverley Hawks 1-3-9. Donvale 3-5-23 to Coldstream 2 goals straight 12. And finally Sylvan and Kilsyth, it's Kilsyth 6-2-38 to Sylvan 2-1-13.
Well, Lockhart, the football, took the mark, gave a little bit of candy, gated away to goal, kick it up towards Pavic and Stanton now, takes the mark. Lockie wanted to go on with it. Eventually he does, got the handball away. He's Jake Whitling on the left boot up towards the half-forward line. It's a beautiful kick. The Moose came out and took the mark. Go Jeremy Musso. Inside the centre square, there's still 2 kicks from home. He goes inside 4 feet. Looking for Batsanas, who takes the mark. He's got to be paid that one. He's taken it across the paint at 50. I'd say distance is going to be a problem from this range against the breeze, Brash.
Yeah, it will be, but I like the patience that Doncaster East showed there to get the ball into their forward 50.
So he winds around now on the right boot, kicks it to the hot spot, top of the goal square. Martin was there in the front spot at the fuller ball. Phillips was there. Knox do have the numbers, so the quick kick out towards the half-back line, bouncing football. He'll be the first one to meet it right in front of us here on the broadcast position. Papa Constantinow got it away to Gold, who backed himself in there. That was good play there by Sammy Gold. Got it to Papa, got it back, and Gold just laid a fantastic tackle. Diving on top of the football there was Curtis. He was in there, so too a few other teammates in Aiello and Minahan, and we'll have a bounce. 11-point margin to Doncaster East. At the moment, Williams got the little quick handball away. Stuff around the body up towards the wing position there for Knox. Doncaster East had the numbers there to mop up. The kick goes up towards the Smith direction. It was knocked out of his arms. He almost tried to claim the mark, eventually seen over the boundary line and out of bounds by Aiello. Let's go to Grant Campbell. Thanks to Choose Tap Match Stats.
Doncaster East 8 scoring shots from 11 inside 50s today. Knox 7 from 22. Luke Williams up to 7 clearances for the match.
Great work, Soupy. Speaking of Williams, you get big tackle applied on him by Jared Smith. His tackling pressure's been super for the big ruckman.
In fact, Gus, I reckon both sides can be commended for their commitment to the contest here.
Very much so, Brash, and a good tackle being applied there from Nathan Batsanis.
Brash, what I like about Doncaster East this quarter is they're lowering eyes, keeping the ball low when they are going in forward.
So Smith tries to get the footy as long as he can, trying to find a teammate in Bayano. Bayano goes to his captain in Batsanis to put his fifth on the board. It's no good. It's going to trickle across.
Did you bonus him a goal, Gus?
I think I did. I think he might have given his brother one. Let's cross boundary side of Davis Harrigan.
Gus, Brash, BWS, you've all hinted on it. There is zero hesitation from either team to play on once they actually get a marking contest, and it shows on this ground. It's a really, really good ground to just keep pushing forward as fast as possible, and they've done it well. And that's 7 from 22 entries for Knox inside the forward 50. Matt and I were just talking about a very big difference there as well.
Thanks, Davis, doing a super job there on the boundary. Multitasking with the camera. Doesn't get better than that. Davis Harrigan, boys.
The catfish.
The catfish. BWS.
A follow to bring the ball back into play. Dan Gordon was there. Locke was there at the front. He couldn't just quite trap it.
Bounce to the ball again.
Was able to kick the ball out towards the wing position. Nicely done out there. Doncaster East kept the ball alive, but equal to the task there was Jordan. Kicks it up for Knox up towards the wing position. Close to the boundary line. He expected it to go over the boundary line and out of bounds.
BWS, I can't...
I'm not a football club, mate.
Well, we can't seem to be able...
Or unless you want to call it Gus Warren Smith, the calling team today.
You think you're big as a football club sometimes, though.
So Smith won the tap out there. Ball's just pinballing over the back, and Vayano with a big...
I'm more concerned on how we pronounce player 77 myself.
Zamatopoulos. Nonetheless, the umpire's going to ball it up once again.
Well, I'll give you another one, Brash. 48 for Knox.
Skirt Seekers.
Sir Sikos.
Cert Seekos.
Vayano just being tackled over the boundary line. It's come off the back of a Falcon foot, and Vayano will play on from the out of bounds on the full. Great hit up to finding his teammate there in Tommy Gordon. Or the Moose, I should say. Muso goes trying to find a teammate here. Ball's just pinball into the back of the goal square, and a big tackle being applied there on Chakoulis.
I tell you what, how good will it be when they get Summers back into the side with Muso and Gordon in this sort of form? It's going to spell danger signs for some of these finalists. I can tell you.
That will snap across goal. Should be an absolute cracker, but he couldn't quite put it through there. It was Nathan Batsanis.
Brash, Doncaster East are doing all the work. They're getting these entries inside the forward 50, but they've got to hit the scoreboard and get reward for it.
But so do Knox with the win too, right?
Yeah, I know, but the pressure's always on the side, kicking against the win.
Yep.
And on Bendigo Bank scoreboard, it's Doncaster East 6-3-39, playing the Falcons 4-3-27. Falcons to bring the ball in, trying to find a teammate here in the big ruckman in low. But a good strong mark out the back of the pack was taken there from Gordon. Gordon tries to find a teammate here. That he does. The mark's been taken by Nathan Batsanis. Batsanis, pinpoint kick, but it was intercepted. And good strong mark taken there by Jordan. Jordan looks to use the corridor, and that's proven to be quite rewarding now in the hands of Scott. Scott goes long trying to find a teammate, and a poor kick. The ball's been turned over and taken by Rami Ayubi. Ayubi uses his teammate here in Chakoulis. But
Ball
once
kick
again,
there.
Doncaster East turning the footy over too much. Now the ball's in the hands of Minahan. Minahan goes to the centre half forward position for the Falcons. Doncaster East can mop it up now. Looking to go the switch, trying to find a teammate here, and Jack Martin. Martin's taking a mark deep in the back pocket for the Lions. Not a lot of options presenting, but one of those is presenting is Daniel Gordon. He's taking the mark on the half-back flank.
He's had a really good quarter, Gordon. He's really worked into the game nicely, Gus.
So Gordon, brothers in arms, kicks it up to Tom, who takes a strong mark on the wing position. You normally see him inside the arc, but takes a good mark, just pokes it forward. That's okay. Nathan Batsanis right in front of us here on the broadcast position.
That's all they got to do. Hang on to the ball, wait for an opportunity to open.
Still leading by 12 points. The kick goes up and it's been knocked down that time by there. Aiello got the handle away. Wilson, well, he threw it in the end and it'll be a free kick to Doncaster East. So Matty Viano, he'll wind around. He usually likes to dump it 50 metres and expect nothing less in this instance. He gets a bit of purchase as well. Goes inside forward 50. Over the back there, he's looking for Shalakis, but getting back and taking a solid mark was Jordan. Let's cross down to Matt Fodia.
Yeah, so just there, Donny East coaching staff weren't too happy with Matty Viano there. They had Jack Martin on his own out here on the outer side, and Brock McLean was down the line from him, so might need to just look lateral.
Great work there, Matty. Now Knox can look to go onto their forward line, and a pinpoint kick was weighted beautifully, and it's fallen into the hands of a Falcon, and I think the ball was in the hands of Rennie Harris, or Rain Harris, however you pronounce that first. Nonetheless, it is Harris who has the footy. He'll kick here from about 40 metres out, slight angle. Will the breeze make an impact here, Brash?
Yeah, probably just going to have to aim just slightly inside the right-hand goalpost here, Gus.
So here's Harris, a much-needed goal for the Falcons. And Greaves, I think it is actually in the end.
Yes, it is, Greaves.
And Greaves has put it through. Great work there from Harry Greaves. Greaves puts the ball through the big sticks to make the score on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 6-3-39. The Falcons, 5-3-33. Let's cross boundary side.
Yeah, guys, Donny East, number 77, Damien Maskitti. He's just come off with a bit of a cork knee, so he's just trying to walk it off down the boundary line now. Doesn't look too bad, but just keep an eye on it.
Great work, Fodies.
Doing a great job. Welcome to the media team, Matt Fodia, today. Watched how it all unfolded in negative 10 degrees at East Ringwood last week, and now boundary side in not too much better conditions as well as it comes out now. McLean got the handball away. Batsanis on the right boot up towards the half forward line. Taken there by Shalakis. That was a fantastic mark. He's not the most solid of types, but he goes inside forward 50. That was a scrambling kick. Little kick on the ground. What a Jason Tedler. That's one of the goals of the year. That's the Vibro goal of the day. You can almost give him the voucher now. That was sensational. What a great answer there from the Doncaster East Football Club. And on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 18 minutes into this second term, they lead 7-3-45 to Knox. 5-3-33. That's an absolute cracker, Bear.
Look, that is a cracker of a goal, but look, all the credit, as far as I'm concerned, goes to Shalakis. He just put the ball out there in front. He knew where Tendler was going to run, and some great soccer skills there.
Lionel Messi, eat your heart out.
So the ball's in the centre of the square now. Brock McLean with a great give-and-go handball, but it couldn't quite pay off. Great centre clearance won there by Wilson. Wilson finds his teammate here, and I think it's in the hands once again of Harry Greaves.
Once again, the bounce plays a big play there. Doncaster looks like they were going to gain position and go into their forward 50, but the ball rebounded into the arms of Ryan Wilson, able to hit Mitch Harrison Greaves on the lead.
Big goal this. If he can kick this and answer straight away.
Be a great comeback for the Falcons and Greaves. Kick looks nice off the boot, but it's drifting to the near left-hand side for a behind.
Should have aimed that right goalpost, Gus.
That he should have on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. It's Doncaster East, 7-3-45 to the Falcons, 5-4-34. 19 minutes played at Zerby's Reserve.
So it'll be Brock McLean to bring the football back into play. Jeez, that wind is howling at the moment. Donny East will be very happy where they stand at the moment, but Knox has something to say about that. Williams got the spoil there. The stab around the body again. Another quick shot on goal for Knox, but through for another behind. And they are peppering the goals. There's no doubt about that. And they've had a few blemishes. Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 20 minutes in, it's a 10-point margin as it comes out. Martin couldn't quite take it. Musso was over the back. He tried to get the knockback down to Martin. Curtis was in there. He was brought to ground, and the umpire asked for the ball back, and we'll restart this one as just outside the centre square, half-forward line for the Knox Football Club. Players go at it again. A lot of players around this football, and it was going nowhere, so another restart. 98.1 Radio Eastern this afternoon. 1v2 Division 2 football at its best in the Eastern Football League. Dan Gordon, he got the knockdown that time. Handball over the top. This is probably going to work out okay for Doncaster East as Whitling now. He arched the back on the left boot, goes inside forward, 50 towards Gordon, who tried to take it. Shalakis was there, he mopped up nicely. Got a little handball back, goes back to Whitling this way, that way, gets it to Batsanis on the right boot. He's already kicked 3, you can give him 4 now. Mark that one down in your Eastern footballer. The Skippers kicked 4 goals in the first half. What a game he's having at the moment. Fantastic play there from Doncaster East, from one end to the other on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. They lead at the 21-minute mark. 8 goals, 351 to Knox, 5-5, 35.
Really good poise there once again from Doncaster East, set up by Nathan Batsanis in that back line, took the game on, just lured his opponent until he got a free man, and from that moment on, they created the overlap, which led to a really good piece of play from Shalakis. Great goal by the captain.
Great call there from BWS, and the umpires paid a whistle here in the favour of the Falcons. He's going to ask Rami Ayubi to bring it back.
Rami was off to the races then.
That he was. Now the ball's in the hands of young Matty Goodings. Matty Goodings at the top of the goal square. Great work there from Jack Martin, who punched. But now snap across the play. Even better snap from Jack Martin. He's been super today. Now the ball's in the hands of Shalakis. You see Ben Warren-Smith genuinely barracking whilst commentating at the same time. Now the Falcons can rebound now. But great pressure applied there from Bayano, but the Falcons can slow the play down now that they do. Ball's going to handball wide out to Sakouros. Sakouros looking to go wide in the hands of Luke Williams. Williams hit was smothered by McLean. McLean goes inbound trying to find Batsanis. Batsanis trying to load the eyes, finds a teammate here in Gordon. It's probably just out of Gordon's range, and he tries to find the big moose. And what a great hit up that was from Tommy Gordon. Puts the ball lace out straight onto the chest.
Once again,
Jeremy Musso.
Once again, the poise from Doncaster East and their surety with the ball. Ray, once again, has set up another forward opportunity.
Brash, on that last goal, I was going to mention, look, when you've got a leading forward like Thomas Gordon, a big, tall guy, can mark on the lead, but his play then was exceptional.
Only his mum calls him Thomas when he's in trouble, Ray.
So here's Musso. Musso has probably done a worse kick than what Ray Baird would serve up there.
He kicked that like a moose.
Great work there from Ray Baird. As the drums would sound. Great joke there. But nonetheless, the ball's going to stay in the Donny East forward line for a ball in.
51 plays 35, 16-point margin out here. Pye throws the ball in. Knox just trying to get it out of that danger zone, and little kick off the ground there by Murray. Had a little bit of support there, and they do eventually get that one in towards the middle of the ground where Martin just tried to read it. It bounced off his chest. He'll have to go after it again. Knox working the ball forward here quite nicely here. Greaves used his body beautifully. Got the quick kick away. Goodings was by himself, but the kick couldn't quite hit. Nicely done there by Smith. He hits the deck. He probably caught one over the shoulder as well. The umpire said all was fair.
Actually, I reckon he was really lucky not to get pinged there, BWS. Because he was hatching it.
It's very quick though. Down boundary side shortly as it comes out now. Batsanis to Batsanis, and they'll stem the flow. Matt Fodia.
This just reckons he's got on lens there. The boundary umpire missed one. The bit of BT, it was out of bounds. Down here before with Greaves.
Great work, Davis, on the camera.
Well, we're not calling it back, Davis. We're going with the umpires.
Was that Davis, was it?
Yeah.
You guys got to stop standing alike down there. It goes inside ball 50. Sammy Gold takes a safe mark. He was all by himself and in the back pocket for Doncaster East. On the right boot now, sends it out wide. He sits it up. Williams, the Chandler medalist, stands strong and takes a good mark. One of Brush's favourite players, thumps it ball inside forward 50 at the top of the goal square. Well done there by Rami Ayubi. He disguised it well just to push it over the line and through for a minor score. Doncaster East get a chance to reset once again. 15 points is the margin.
Their kicking in from behind has been terrific.
Lock on the right boot, sends the ball out wide. Dracula couldn't quite take the mark in that time, and it came out there to Jordan. A little handball over the top. Knox go forward. They've got the breeze. The ball carries right towards the Greaves direction. He couldn't quite take the mark. It's still alive. Stab around the body, but through for another behind. So they just can't find the middle of the sticks at the moment, Knox, in this second term. Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 14-point margin out here. Doncaster East lead it. 8-3-51 to 5-7-37.
2 goals, 6 to Knox this quarter, boys.
So Brock McLean to bring it in, trying to find his teammate Aaron Gordon. The ball was beaten over and it's going to fall out of the back of the pack. Snapped around the body there from Jordan. And a big fist coming out of the back from Locke. Brock McLean's in there, uses his hands well, finds his teammate there, and Whitling. Now the ball's in the hands of Greaves here. This could be costly for the Falcons. But once again, well mopped up by the Doncaster East defence, but he's pounded into the traffic. The ball's just going to trickle across the boundary line. Doncaster East have been much more clean than that.
Through for a point, mate.
Matt Fodia, boundary side.
Yeah, guys, just you spoke before the game that Luke Williams likes to fill the gaps for Knox during the year. Well, Brock McLean, every time Donny East feel under pressure, they get him to take the kick out. Just a bit of experience and steadyship.
As the ball trickles towards the back of the goal square once again, Doncaster East have to be much cleaner disposing the footy out of the back 50. The ball goes through for another behind on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. Knox Falcons 5-9-39 playing the Doncaster East Lions 8-3-51. Brock McLean goes coach's box side and a big flying over the back there on Smith's head. Came from Aiello, but nonetheless, Batsana's trying to find a teammate here in Smith. Smith with a big crunch tackle over the back there from Lowe. Umpire says, I'll ball it up. He had no prior opportunity. Batsana's probably could have run and draw a bit there rather than putting the big fella Smith under the pump, BWS.
14 scoring shots to 11, Brash, and Doncaster East lead.
Yeah, I'm really happy with. If I were Doncaster East coach Steve Buckle, I'd be pretty happy going into half time. I reckon they've played this quarter very smartly, BWS.
Pida ball the ball back up at the moment. Smith goes up against Lowe. Comes down. Williams might have copped one, I think, there from Papa Constantinou. Umpire saw it, so it'll be a free kick to the Falcons. I'll try and surge forward. They have been peppering. They've owned the last 5 minutes. They need to get a major on the board. It's important.
Bet going on at centre half forward here, boys.